start now removing all of this centre just to leave this ring, and then from that I'll be able to build a flange from this plate here. Okay, building up a flange that this mounts onto with my target point or my end target to finish up flush here with that bolted to it. I'm aiming for an 8 bolts fixing or screw fixing on this rim, then there'll be a 16 fixing, bolt fixing on this one. So it's at 8 down to 16, and then I can reduce it down to 13, which will take that, and it'll either go in that way or that way. I can't go much further now until I've cut this out, so this will be the next section to remove. Alright, so now we've finished the cutting. This is the extent of which we've had to take it out before we can start working with the new gear. So basically I've taken out that step. We've got a flat surface to work from, looking at from the inside. The next step now will be to draw out a drilling ring with 8 bolt holes for the outer diameter. That will fix the ring and line the ring up with this inner circle with a 16 hole inner ring. We've got the track, the bearing fixed onto the lower part of the housing, the body, the main body. So they're attached by the M3s by 10s, I believe, or they 8s. No, I think they're 8s. So that's the view of it on the inside. So we've got the main body sandwiched between the 2 plates here. So the holes are drilled through the main flange. So this is what we've got left over from the original centre that was cut out. Take it back a while, but this was the original centrepiece. So we've taken all that out. I've put 2 temporary screws in here at the moment, and the next thing to work out will be where to house the Slew motor. So I'm thinking of spanning across, so using 4 fixings across the opposite, have some sort of a beam or rail assembly that this Slew motor will screw onto, and is slidable, so it's adjustable for the correct depth of mesh into the gear by the pinion gear. So we've got the pinion gear, and he will actually be on the end of the motor, and so the motor will walk around this gear and slew the whole body around on the bearing. So because the motor will be attached to this frame, it will walk itself around. So I've just got to determine the length, the end of the shaft, how far that actually protrudes out. Then with this gear mounted on the ends of the motor, will determine where this flange, the height of this flange, to give us the optimum depth of this pinion gear without it failing on the bottom face of it. So I can't do much more now until the motor arrives, and then I can determine what this frame is going to be, the depth and everything else, but it's going to be across any 4 fixings, across any possible diagonal. So that's it now. What I can do and what I will do from here is just remove these nuts and then offer it onto the track frame assembly, so I'll do that.